So my name's Brain Schilling, and I've been with CloseHack going on for almost 5 months now. And what really inspired me to join CloseHack was a lot of the energy that I saw inside the team, and also the opportunity to really grow and nurture and mature my sales career, taking a lot of what I've learned over the past 20 plus years of direct and indirect sales experience that I had, and being able to bring this together to what I felt was the perfect blend of all of my past experience working with startups, working with real estate, working in tech and sales, and running my own marketing business at one point, really just putting it all together. And I could really see a synergy that when I joined in, I wasn't disappointed at all. So the one thing that really impressed me in the early stages was the depth of the training that was available, and being able to watch and rewatch the videos to get all the important pieces of the puzzle, and then just telling myself, okay, dive in. And once I dove in, then I knew that there was going to be trial and error, which is normal, but the more that I did it, the easier it got. And when I looked at how the ratio of calls to setting demos work, my goal was to beat that, and I'd say I beat that fairly quickly within the first couple of weeks. I think that the metric's like 1 in 30 cold calls turns into a demo. So I aim to do better than that. And ultimately, once I dialed in my script and got feedback from my mentors and from the team, and recognizing when something I was saying just wasn't resonating, but then going up to leadership and saying, hey, I just need to tweak this. Once I talked it out, it clicked. And once it clicked, then I was setting demos right and left. Then that created the opportunities for me to then see the different styles of all the trainers, to put that all together and bring in my own personality and my own way of talking, that it just all gelled together. And it was really a magical thing. That if I had any advice for someone that's new, is to don't waste any time thinking about it. Just get in and do it. Be like Nike. The one thing we know in sales is that sales is a roller coaster type of career. You have your ups, you have your downs. You have your turns left and turns right. But being able to navigate all of those is done easiest when you plug into the community, you make that commitment, put a hard, no touch on your calendar that these hours are sacred, and you don't miss those. Because the more you plug in, the more you learn. The more someone might say something that it's going to be an aha moment where you're like, that's the solution I was looking for. That's how I can increase my show ratios on calls. That's how I can get more people to say yes in the demos. Wow, that was a really clever way to overcome a concern that turned into a wicked close that generated almost $2,000 in commission on one sale. These are the types of things that if you're not engaged, and if you're not plugged into the community, and you're not leaning on leadership and being completely vulnerable to them, and feeling the pain sometimes when you get punched in the face, you're not going to grow and you're not going to be successful here. So you got to plug in. It all comes down to mindset, and being open to learning new things, and being able to look at yourself in the mirror without being scared of looking at yourself in the mirror. So what I mean by that is your success is driven by yourself. You are the CEO of your own business, and you are in control of your success. You're in control of your failures. And we all know that success leaves clues, but failure is the best teacher. And that is, one of the things that, I feel is really important, that the right person that comes here has to be open to feeling some of that pain of learning from failure, because everyone will. We all fall flat on our face. We started riding a bike. We all fell on the bike. We all skinned our knees, scraped our elbows, and we learned very quickly how painful that was and how we didn't want to do it again. And that type of mentality is the same mentality that would be for someone coming in here, that you want to have that kind of open-minded coachability that is going to allow you to grow and experience some of the pain as you go, because to say no pain no gain is cliche, but it really is in this business. And the right type of person that's going to succeed here is going to be open, they're going to be receptive, they're going to lean on the leadership, they're going to ask around, and most importantly, when they're struggling, they're not going to go hide in a hole. They're going to approach one of us and say, hey, I'm having a really crappy day today. How do you get past this? Because Lord knows we've all been through it. The real power of this role here is that, like I mentioned in previous questions, you are the CEO of your own business. You control your destiny. And most importantly, you control your income. So like for me, I'm a very goals-driven type of person. And I set goals for myself in terms of how much income I want to make every single month in order to be able to not just cover my bills and expenses, put food on the table, roof over my head, clothes on my back, and take care of my kids, but also knowing how much I want to make on top of that to give me a little extra cushion. And the numbers are staggering on how easy it is to achieve those numbers. So whether you're looking to make a few thousand in a month, or you're looking to make 10,000 in a month, the path is here, the opportunity is there, and the more you pour into it, the more you're going to reap the rewards that you sow. So my take on CloseHack is that you're going to find an unparalleled level of support, an unparalleled level of opportunity, and most importantly, an unparalleled level of leadership that you just will not find in any other company. And I can say that having been in Fortune 500 companies, I can say that having been in small startups just like this. In 23 years of my professional career, not once have I experienced what I've experienced here at CloseHack.